I have to ask you a question, Jude, and I want your opinion on this here, right? Do you know much about the young Joe Joyce case? He's in McGabry at the minute. He's locked up. He's up on a murder charge. But if you look at the case, it technically wasn't murder. It was self defense. There's an appeal going on. Do you know much about that? And if you do, what's your opinion on that whole thing?
Okay, I'll tell you my opinion on it. It's like I'm in my home, which is my castle, and my family are here. And if you come to my fucking door where my children are with bats, iron bars, bottles, everything, and they come to the man's door, and as far as I'm concerned, listen, you have to understand something. Gypsy culture is so different to our culture, Roland. And gypsies get a bad fucking reputation, but you know what? There's no difference between gypsies and us. We're all fucking men or we're women. You know, I don't like that slur because on this housing estate, the Keenans run the boxing club in Clayton, and every fucking good kid that's in that gym whose parents are travellers are there to fight. It's about honour and integrity and respect. And that's the code. It's like, and I don't look at people as travellers. They're just people to me because for over a quarter of a century, I've actually lived on a housing estate full of families, the best gypsy men in the fucking world. And a lot of them are gentlemen. Ronan, it's the same in every community. You know, look at the things countrymen do. Look at all the violence in fucking Dublin and all. You know what I mean? And I'll always take up for gypsy people because I've met a lot of gypsy families and I live alongside them. But my opinion on that is I have children in my house. I look out the window and it wouldn't be the first time, and there was only at one time. I looked out my window and there was four men outside my door. Now, one of them has sent me brother a fucking message, a voice note, because he was on coke and what have you. And my brother was steaming that day. And he went around and said, bro, I'm giving you a half an hour. And if you are not back, I'm going around and I'm going to deal with your shit. Now, this guy, I won't say his name, a legend on this housing estate, apparently, a legendary bully. So I went into the pub. When I get there, Air Max fucking on the table like that, laid out. Now, I thought he had to been hit. He was fucking steaming. He'd about 20 points, the greedy bastard. So I went in, my man sitting with about 15 of his mates, and I walked over to him and I was like, dickhead, get up. He said, what? I said, you fucking heard what I said, get up. Threatening my brother, are you here? I'm here. Look at, I'm here, let's talk, get up. Just fucking get up. One of his mates stood up. I said, Curtis, if you don't sit down, bro, I'm going to break your fucking jaw. So it's like I said, there was about 15 of them at the table round, and I didn't give a fuck. That's my little brother. And I already lost a little brother and a sister in a fire when I was a kid, and I wasn't going to lose another one. And this fella made a big fucking mistake. Anyway, he's meant to be a legend. He's a fucking embarrassment. I went there for war. On my own. No one with me. He's there with all his mates, and he wouldn't even stand up. I was like, you've got a vagina, get up. He wouldn't get up. So, bro, see the two tables? And I paid for the drinks. I upended the two tables, bro. Glass went everywhere, drinks went everywhere, and everybody just backed the fuck up. He didn't want it. I said, see you, get up. You know what I mean? Ring your son right now. Go on, ring both of them. Get them here. Come on, get up. So I went mad round, and you know what I mean? It's like, so Patrick Keenan come over and he tried to grab me to calm me down, and I just fucking, yeah. I said, Patrick, if you don't move, bro, I'm going to have to fucking clip you. You know what I mean? He's like, bro, I'm not your enemy. Your ma used to drink in this pub, bro. She wouldn't like to see you doing this. I said, that bastard has threatened my brother. Do you understand? And he's bullying people on this housing estate for the last 20 fucking years, threatening everyone with his sons. So I went around and I said, now I've insulted you. Do something, I'm here. I'm here, get up. He wouldn't get up. You know what I mean? So I fucked a couple of things at him to try aggravate him to get him up, but he's got a vagina, right? I comes back. Mary Fox said, Jude, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You're wrecking me poor bro, and this is me business. Think about what your mum is saying. So, once she said that, it's like something So I said, Mary, I'm really sorry. She said, Jude, the police has already been rang. Go. You know what I mean? Go. Because, bro, it's our business. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And she works very fucking hard, Mary Fox. Shout out to Mary Fox. Uh, But like I said, I went around there and I handled it like a man. I asked him to get up. He was with all his mates. One of them stood up. Shout out to Curtis for being a fucking being a mate of his. But Roland, I'm just going to just tell you this. I found myself with four people at my gate, bro, and it was him, his two sons, and another fella, bro. I went out on my own, right? Yeah, I'll show you now, right? See that garden? It was closed at the time. It's like, and there was two cars on the drive. Them two gates closed. I walked out. There was four of them there, yeah? His two sons in front of him, another friend. He's giving her all of that. Ronan, I tagged him straight away, right through the middle. Bang! You know what I mean? And as I was taking a step back, his son hit me with a chair in the head, right? And I respect the kid for doing it because at the end of the day, Ronan, if someone, if you imagine you're in a situation where your sons have to be called to say, here, somebody's fucking giving you that loads of shit and he's going to knock him out or whatever, yeah? Now, as any son would, Ronan, you turn up. So they turned up outside my door. Yeah, they presented themselves in my firing line. So I went out and bang, I just tagged him. Boom! He just dropped. The sun hit me with a chair. And it was pissing rain as well. And it's like, he said to me, Jude, I didn't even know it was your house, bro. That's me fucking dad. What do you want me to do? And you have to understand something. It's a father. So I respect him for hitting me with the chair. But it could have gone a lot worse if we had a having something, whatever. I'm not going into it, but yeah, here.
But
That's what God.
the moral of the story is basically that if somebody comes to your house, you've got every right to defend yourself in relevance to the young Joe Joyce situation.
Now, how can this be murder? Right? You're in your home, minding your own business. Somebody comes and presents themselves outside your fucking door with weapons, bro. The first thing I see, whether it's a sword, a cup, a kettle, the fucking tablet, the remote is getting thrown at you. You know, and like I said, bro, it's on fucking video. They come to his house and he defended himself, bro. And God bless the person that lost his life, and God bless his family, and I may have a bed in heaven. But guys, listen, in my world, you come to a man's door with bad intentions. That's your castle, your private space. You have a right to defend yourself, and that's what young Joe did. But sadly, a man lost his life. Two families lost lives,
There's
really.
a couple of things you have to know. So, for instance, I was speaking to William recently, right? And I have to say this. I'll say this to you first here, Jude. I didn't want to really speak about this, but so
Yeah,
William give me give me a bit more information. But before I say that, what people need to realize is that he didn't hit him in the head with a weapon. He didn't hit him in the torso, the arms. He hit him in the leg, and unfortunately, the fella uh, died.
yeah,
Right. So, but it was manslaughter. He didn't mean to kill him. It was manslaughter. Right. Now, the strange thing about it is one of the guys that came to young Joe's house, he got done for attempted murder on Joe. So Joe's in for murder, and one of the people that was with the young fella that died has got attempted murder. Now, I do believe that young fella was put into a prison, right, surrounded by Joyces, right, and
yeah.
what the system wanted was they wanted the Joyces to attack that young fella, right. So then it would give the Joyces a bad rep. So if if there was any appeals from young Joe, then
Yeah,
whenever there was no retaliation from the Joyces on the young fella that was in prison, they put him in the same wing as young Joe Joyce. And
yeah, that's
you're hearing that from me first, right? No, that
yeah.
hasn't been told by anybody before. William told me that. There's a few other things I want to clarify before I speak about other things, but
And I won't mention.
they're trying to set young Joe Joyce up at the minute. They're trying to set him up. The whole
Sorry
system
about that.
is. Yep, that's what's
Well,
happening. That's what's happening right now. And
well,
and only for young Joe having the head about him and not fighting with this guy, and sticking to his appeal. And what people need to realize about the appeal, they need three judges to vote that yes, that this is manslaughter. If there's
you
two
remember?
judges that votes that it's manslaughter, he still gets done for murder. So this isn't about even a majority vote. They need three judges, the three judges to vote this is manslaughter. Now, if it's manslaughter, he gets out in time served. But right now, the system, the prison system, the court system is actively trying to set young Joe Joyce up to get he is then gets done, he stays in prison for murder. They know that
Yeah,
that wasn't murder. They know that that was manslaughter.